What's up, everybody? I'm going to do a second PvP guide, and this time I will be focusing more on the in-depth things like dispelling, hammers, shock traps, fire traps, all that, because someone mentioned it to me. I wasn't really clear on that in my first PvP guide. I never went over any of the hammer things, so I'm gonna do it a lot more in depth this time. Focusing on when you need a dispel, when you need a hammer, what to do versus certain classes, and so forth and so forth. So I was busy fighting a Archmage for, and sorry for the potato quality, but there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, so I was using Sylvan versus, what was it? Archmage, and he was playing with I think it was an Emperor staff. The Emperor staff gives you minus 20% class cooldowns, meaning I had to be careful for his Archmage form. He'll have it really frequently, so I tried staying away as much as possible, and also before the fight I did inspect him until he had 3 hammers and 3 shock traps, meaning I could just out-hammer him because I have 17. I don't really know how that hit me. So he hit me with the hammer and the Archmage form. He made a mistake right here. He played this really aggressively. You have to see, this dude's in purple armor, purple personal armor. This guy has 0 defense. So the moment he uses Archmage form, I knew. It was okay, I'll just zap away and he won't be able to reach me. And he doesn't have a hammer because he just used it. So basically he used one of his dispels aggressively, which was completely incorrect. He couldn't benefit off of it. So I was chasing him down for a bit. I hit him with a hammer. I hit him 4 or 3 times with a bow. And the thing about the Betrayer bow is that on your 5th hit, I believe, it spawns a circle, and in that circle it does a lot of damage. So I could have just kept shooting, to be honest, but I really wanted the skill to activate because the skill looks really cool. So yeah, he turned me to a chicken. This is a really annoying thing because you can't dispel, you can't speed push, you can't use gadgets, you can't shoot. You're kind of stuck. If they bolus you and they shock trap you and they have a lot of damage, you're gonna die. There's nothing you can do about it. So I was chasing after him, and I knew that. Okay, that was a mistake by me. But I knew that he had no dispel here, so my intention was to just hit him with a circle, then put a shock trap, and then have my bow skill finish him off, but that didn't work. So I was okay, I'm not gonna bother wasting my durability, and I dispelled, hit him once, and here the skill activates, and the skill is brutal. That skill, you can punish really hard with it. Okay, so that's the first fight of the 2. Now, the second fight, I used Thrasher with a white set, which you probably shouldn't do. You should never use a Thrasher with a white set if you don't have a Dwarven shield, considering the fact that the white shield has a lot easier chances to get stunned. It's a lot easier than the Betrayer set. The Betrayer set's better in every way. In my personal opinion, Betrayer set is way better than the white tank set. Specifically tank though, I'm not talking about the other 2, medium and light. So in this fight, it took a little while before we started, but in this fight he was using a legendary set with the fire charm, I believe. Oh no, sorry, not the fire charm. This is the trap charm. Basically what it does is whenever you get hit by a trap, you'll get immunity to it, and you will do 20 damage. So that happens once every minute, meaning you won't be able to hit a trap or a hammer trap combo. So I had to play this carefully, and I mean, yeah, it's almost low, but anyways. Yeah, I remember this fight was quite bad. I just had to. The thing is, with Thrasher versus Archmage, you have to be very careful because Thrasher has 1 dispel and Archmage has 2, but Archmage's dispels are way faster, so you have to be really, really careful with Thrasher. Okay, so before the fight started, I got out some fire traps in my inbox so I could bait out his charm. With Thrasher, you should always do this. With Thrasher, at the start of the fight, you can bait out the first hammer. There's if someone throws a hammer to you, you have 100% chance to bait it out. If you land on top of the person, you put a shock trap, that's the first dispel gone. But I couldn't do that here because he was using the charm. So I wasn't intending to hit him with the stun trap here. So I hit him with a hammer and I put down the fire trap, which there, you can see that purple emitting glow, that means his charm was activated. And here he turned me into a chicken, which is great, of course. So I could actually hit him. And yeah, he used this very aggressively. This was also a mistake. He didn't stun me, he just immediately went into the fight. Now I accidentally attracted the attention of the Alpha Shaman, so I just, killed this thing. Skip a little bit ahead. Okay, so I buffed up. I was making sure I had my armor potions in my hotbar. Now, he has one Dispel at the moment. He doesn't have his Archmage form because he just used it. And I've still got my jump, so I can jump over a hammer if I need to. In case he's sitting somewhere. Sorry about the little video over there. I thought he would be in the bush, but he wasn't. I believe he did the hammer again. Yeah, no, but I missed the timing, and I hit him with this, but I wanted to get rid of his thing again. But there he didn't have his charm activated, which is stupid. That was a mistake by me. Okay, so I honestly, I played this fight pretty terribly, but yeah, I did it about as good as you can versus Archmage. I tried, the reason I used my hammer so late, let me tell you, there's a very specific reason I used my hammer this late. I didn't use my hammer at the start because he wasn't hitting me directly from the start, and because I wanted to wait for my bolus timing. You can see there by the little imprint above my character. When that thing reaches 0, the bolus is over, immediately it's over. So I was just making sure I was waiting for it to be about finished, and then I threw the hammer. But I still think I threw it a little bit too early. So I missed the stun trap on that, and okay, you know, hit me with that 360, but so. I hit him with this. I don't believe he used his... Yeah, okay, yeah, he did use Archmage form, and I nearly died here. This thing shreds like crazy. And now, he's got a Dispel and I don't, so I'm in a pretty bad situation. But he's not pushing, he's not like an aggressive player, so it was no issue. So I healed up a bit, it was just stalling for some time so I can get my Dispel back. You should also keep in mind, Thrasher is really good against sets like the mage sets with really low defense, because Thrasher has a passive where for the first 30% of the enemy's health you do, well, I think it's the first 50%. No, first 70%. You do plus 30% damage, and that really, it destroys if you have mage armor, especially the red mage. I don't know why I jumped here, but I would not suggest, I would highly avoid this red mage set. It is extremely bad. It is the worst legendary set. It is worse than a barbarian set. Barbarian set is second. Definitely do not do that. Okay, he played this well, he did that. And this was really close because I couldn't Dispel, I couldn't run, I was stuck in the bolus, and the stun barrier doesn't really do a lot. But, you know, I still got away. There's no issue. Yeah, I was also a bit worried about my shield's durability here. This is doing big damage. I wasn't using my shield to do a quick berserk. I thought I could bait out his Dispel, but he actually played this like really well. He wasn't afraid to use it. And here, I knew he had his charm, but I wanted to get rid of it, so I just jumped and did that and ran away. As you can see, it's very much intended. So I hit him with it. Now, okay, I'm gonna just quickly go back and show you this. You can see I didn't use my hammer immediately when I had it. Like, he was chasing me, I had it, and I still didn't use it. But I want you to look. The thing that I was waiting for is on my trap, there's 3 seconds left. You know, a trap has 1 second cooldown, so you're gonna have to wait a second before you place down the trap, and I wanted to make sure I had it, so I used it at around about 1 second. So when it hit him, got to him, and I had my trap. So I hit him with that, and Thrasher just demolishes. This is no buffs, by the way. It does 63 damage. Yeah, seconds. Yeah, he played it bad. This is when I knew the fight was basically over, because that was the second Dispel. I have my jump ready, I have my hammer, I have my shock trap. Oh yeah, I nearly died here. This was really bad by me. So I unfortunately had to use my cake. I didn't even know where I put it. And that surprisingly hit him. 73, 86 damage to a legendary set, by the way. That's why I say, please, I beg of you guys, do not use this red mage set. It is not worth it. Anyways, that's about it. That was for this fight. So that was the last fight we had. That was the one with Thrasher. So I would not suggest playing like you can technically play Thrasher versus Archmage and Druid and Mercenary, but it's a lot more difficult. If you're gonna do it with a Black Mage set and do it with Thrasher 5. That is the best way to do it. I would suggest it highly. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the PvP guide. If you guys have any questions, any more classes, any more suggestions, just let me know. Thank you.